Ah, making a video. Yeah, I did make another video. It's on the other channel. I posted it on the wrong channel, so I'll post a link below to that video. Yeah, it's pretty good, I think. It's got a good title anyway. Something I don't remember, but it's a good title. So anyway, Remy, yes, dear sweet Remy, has made a response video to my claim that he's, yeah, backstabbing, insensitive, stupid idiot, nutty, crazy, moronic, dim-witted professor. Yeah. So anyway, let's see what he says. Should be fun.
Gary, fuck you too. This video is going to be up for a very short time, but then it's coming down because the purpose of my channel isn't to engage you in drama.
Ooh, yeah, well, whatever. There's no taking videos down on the internet. You should know that. People can post all kinds of crap, and it'll just linger forever. End up on Encyclopedia Dramatica or something. It's almost the worst thing to do is say, I'm going to take this video down. So that might give people the cause to keep it up forever. Like me. Yeah, it might give us cause to do that.
But you had to do it. You had to go and mention me by name in that stupid, self-pity rant of yours.
Yeah, I mentioned you by name in the video and in Stickam. That's right, because you're a motherfucking little weasel cunt. Look, I've put up with your shit in the past. I had you blocked in the past, and you were the one whining, you little wimp. And I've kicked you out of the room and whatnot because you're an asshole. That's right. And I was stupid enough to think there was a real human being there. That this idea that you were just playing around with Joneser and you play around with all these other assholes. Look, I bet if we take all of your presence on YouTube and took 50% of your comments, 50% of them would end up on videos maligning and attacking me. And so why the fuck should I consider you anything else but a fucking hostile motherfucking prick, loser, motherfucking skanky S&F asshole who's just in this to sit there and try to take a piece out of Gary? And that's all you're in it for. Take a piece out of Gary, yeah. Little King of the Hill game you're playing.
What is it about me that gets under your skin anyway, Gary?
Oh, yeah, I think you already know that, Remy. Yeah, the fact that, let's see, yeah, that's right. You comment on every video that's posted that's saying something negative about Gary. And then, let's not forget you on the legal score, right? And because the Supreme Court came up and said, instead of possible, we're going to change the word to plausible. And then you had this whole theory that plausible means, what's the word for probable? Yeah, you didn't, you're a professor and you couldn't tell the difference between the word probable and plausible. Plausible doesn't mean anything. It's barely a distinction over possible. It really is. Plausible, possible, they're really the same word. The only difference being that completely insane won't fit into plausible.
I made a few comments on videos. They weren't attacking you.
Yeah, bullshit. It's not even the point isn't that whether they're attacking me or not. It was just more of your insensitive, rude, jackass fucking nonsense. This asshole edits my content and posts a video, and then you engage him in conversation like he's somebody worthy of conversation, and then you talk again like you know the fucking truth and that you've schooled Gary on this Holocaust issue and blah 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 with your infinite litany of facts, like you have actual photographs of a real gas chamber, like you have real forensic evidence of cyanide gas in the walls and or in the soil of where the gas chambers were, or you have some sort of real fucking evidence of millions of people being gassed to death by a highly toxic cyanide gas. And you don't have any of that shit.
And yet my comments seem to set you off more than anybody's. The things I said in comment or to any third party are things I said to you in person, to your face, on Stickam, going back 2.5 years, to the time when you first started making a buffoon out of yourself with ignorant rants on the Holocaust.
Yeah, whatever. I haven't made ignorant rants on the Holocaust. That's the whole fucking point. Alright, well, all I did is I made one video. I made the critical mistake of actually pointing out to somebody else, hey, the Holocaust is a third rail issue. You really can't discuss it. And then when I said that to myself, I said, well, wait a minute. Why the fuck can't we discuss it? We should be able to discuss anything. And so I was stupid enough to express my honest opinion, not even a completely clear opinion, just some troubling observations, some inconsistencies in the record. And this is what it's all led to. So fuck you.
And I know you think that the issue is that you've been abused. That is so typical of you, Gary.
Yeah, it's right. It's typical of me expressing and explaining the honest truth that these weasels have violated my. They've lied. They've cheated the argument. They've distorted my opinion. They've distorted what I've said. And it's clearly provable. Unlike some of your claims, I can prove the damage this does. I can show you the PMs from Jews who won't even. I'm not even going to watch your videos. You fucking blah, 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 blah. And we can look on the comment boards and we can see where people say all kinds of things about Gary and what kind of evil, nasty, horrible person he is. Yeah, because he doesn't have any number for how many people died in a gas chamber, and yeah, he's not gonna read your script.
It's always all about you. It's my content, my art, my passion. I've been slandered.
Okay, again, like I said, all right, so you're going to honestly tell me, look, I can offer people a prize. You know, I can offer a $100 prize for the person who makes the best video taking your commentary on Karl Marx and playing it over images of starving, poor people abused by capitalism. All right, and then you can tell me about how you feel like you were completely treated fairly, that you love the idea that your voice is on that video and that your name is on it and that people can reference that and see who Remy is. Fuck you.
It's never about your lack of integrity in the argument.
Yeah, again, my lack of integrity. You made this argument again before because I actually do this thing where I actually play your motherfucking cunt remarks instead of paraphrasing, instead of distorting and manipulating the content. I actually play the whole fucking thing. So I have to deal with the good and the bad. I have to make the fucking argument, unlike you fucking weasels who keep changing the goddamn truth every time you make a fucking video. So fuck you, weasel.
Ignorance of the subject, or your refusal to engage with evidence.
Oh yeah, what evidence? That's the whole fucking point, you dumbass. How can I engage with evidence that doesn't fucking exist? Oh yeah, let's forensically dissect the reconstructed gas chambers and analyze them for cyanide. How would that be? Yes, the reconstructed gas chambers, let's analyze them forensically. There, that'll create some evidence. Fuck you.
Now let's talk about evidence. Boo Boo Nation. You want an example of the difference between a legitimate demand for evidence and gaslighting? You ought to have been in Stickham the other night with our friend here. You ought to have seen how he carried on.
Yeah, how he carried on because he's damn pissed off. Period. He's pissed the fuck off. And yeah, you know, things get a little messy when people get pissed off. That's the way it fucking goddamn works, asshole. You're a professor and you don't know how that fucking works?
I did drop in for a few minutes just to hear him bellyache. And you should have heard him shouting at the top of his lungs, "Where's your evidence?" As if he hasn't refused for 2.5 years to engage with any evidence at all.
Yeah, I've engaged with the evidence, okay? You show me a piece of evidence, and I'm going to say, well, you know, yeah, so that's what you call conclusive proof. You got this little fuzzy cigar sitting in the mist. Why don't we start talking about the truth or arguments regarding 9/11? There's all kinds of stories out there. Oh yeah, let's just say that America, it was their policy to kill the North American Indians, to eradicate them, to exterminate them. Because Custer, without a fucking goddamn doubt, killed women and children to stop Indians from reproducing. Because he did that, all of America attempted to exterminate the motherfucking Native Americans. That was their plan, was to exterminate them. That's what reservations were. They were extermination nations. Yeah.
As if he has no responsibility to seek out evidence before he blunders into it.
I don't have any obligation to do any of this shit because it's not my fucking subject. And that's the difference between somebody who just voices an opinion and a Holocaust denier, okay? Is I don't have any fucking goddamn motherfucking prick agenda, and you goddamn know it. I've never made a video on this subject on purpose. It's not my agenda whatsoever. It's only because these other assholes keep throwing it back on the table and saying, you must talk about it. You must explain yourself. You must say what you read our fucking script or we're going to harass you till the end of fucking time. Alright? It's not my fucking agenda, you dumb fucking cunt, and you goddamn fucking know it. I don't give a goddamn what somebody else thinks. You can believe whatever the fuck you want. I'm not in the game of trying to persuade you of a motherfucking thing. You want to believe 60 zillion Jews were exterminated deliberately. That's you're right. I don't care if it was one. I don't care if one motherfucking person was put in a goddamn concentration camp and slowly killed, as those images indicate. That would be enough for me. That's fucking Holocaust. Ugh, goddamn batteries. But again, this is not my agenda. I did not bring up this subject. I did not intend to talk about it. I have no desire to engage in some sort of debunking of Jew theory or anybody's theory. I don't give a fuck what your theory on the Holocaust is. I really don't. I don't care. I understand all I need to understand.
A subject like this, and as if anybody could get a word in edgewise anyway. The few people who dared to challenge him were literally...
Well, look, the point wasn't, the whole point of the room was not to talk about it. I mean, that, you know, I mean, if you think I was going to get on Stickam and talk about the Holocaust when I've explicitly said I have no fucking interest in talking about the fucking Holocaust. The only thing I have an interest in talking about is people stealing other people's content, distorting it, re-editing it, taking it out of context, perverting it, okay, over the most horrific goddamn images on planet fucking Earth. Images I've talked about, and I've talked about the horror. Who's made more videos than me? Really, realistically, can we go through the list of videos of the person who's used the Holocaust as an example of the worst and most deplorable, inhumane treatment of human beings? You want to have that fucking contest? I'm going to be in the running. You want to have a contest? See how many people who's blocked the most anti-Semitic motherfuckers and racist motherfuckers? Fuck you.
Walking on pins and needles, and he kicked them out of the room anyway.
Well, that's right. Because like I said, it wasn't going to be the... How many times do I have to say this? I have no fucking interest in debating the fucking Holocaust. I have my fucking opinion. I expressed it one fucking time, and that was all I had any interest in doing. Alright? I wasn't out to persuade anybody or convince anybody of anything. I made the video completely talking in terms of, I don't have the number, who knows? I'm just saying this is how I added up. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I'm not allowed to say something doesn't make sense to me, and all you people are going to insist that you're going to force me. You're not going to make it make sense to me. No, you're just going to force me to read your fucking speech, and that's the end. Fuck you.
And Gary, the number of people who've been mollycoddling you in this debate is just nothing short of disgusting. Sale Plani the other night was ridiculous in Stickum. It was like, Gary, I'm so sorry this happened to you. What happened to you, jackass?
Yeah, well, like I said, something that should happen to you. Like I said, go ahead, make a video on some subject, all right? I'll never resort to it. I just can't. I can't see myself doing it, but maybe just for you. All right, make a video. I'll edit your fucking content and I'll play it on exactly the opposite kind of impression. I'll try to create exactly the opposite impression of what you expressed in your statement, okay? And then you can talk about whether I violated you in some fucking way, you stupid, ignorant motherfucking prick. You're just playing a game here, Remy. You know it's goddamn bullshit for somebody to play that game with Holocaust images and somebody else and completely distort what I goddamn say. And you know it's a motherfucking distortion. You know it's going to mislead people. You know it's going to give them the wrong impression. You know when people say Holocaust denier, the first thing that pops into people's head is, oh, that's right, it's a dispute over whether 4 million or 2 million people died in gas chambers. You know that's not what it's about, you motherfucker.
You weren't misquoted or slandered.
Yeah, alright. So you'll bitch and complain because I play every fucking word of your little fucking cunt weasel video. And then you'll say, I wasn't. My content wasn't perverted because when he left out every goddamn positive statement I said about the horror, the disgusting bigotry, the disgusting segregation, all of that was taken out of that fucking video. And you're going to tell me it's not a distortion? You fucking are showing goddamn your bigotry and prejudice right there, you motherfucker. What? And you have no fucking give a damn about the motherfucking truth? You fucking weasel, and you're showing it.
Your own words were played back to you in all their glorious stupidity.
Great. Okay, again, I'll play your goddamn Marx video, okay, and I'll put it over goddamn... Like I said, go ahead. You want me to do it, you motherfucking cunt?
They weren't taken out of context. They're an accurate reflection of...
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, look. There, I'm calm now. Because now you've said it, okay? You've said it, okay? You've convicted yourself. So any reasonable person that listens to this video and hears him say that that was an accurate representation of my views on the Holocaust, that video was an accurate representation of my views on the horror that took place in World War II. So right there, you've convicted yourself with your own fucking words, you stupid, manipulative, weasel, motherfucking petty cunt. Bravo, asshole.
What you said 3 summers ago, what you've been saying ever since, they're your words that you keep repeating and will not take responsibility for.
I take full responsibility. They're my fucking rightful opinion. Again, you keep saying that I have to believe Stalin. I have to believe Stalin's testimony. That's what you're saying to me. I have to believe it. And I have to believe, you know, let's go through the list of how many times some witness, okay, I don't want to disparage people, but come on, it's just the fact. How many times has somebody pointed at some human being and said, that's Ivan the Terrible? And sworn an oath that was Ivan the Terrible. And guess what? How many of them were Ivan the Terrible? Not one fucking one of them. What was it? So what? And that's the testimony I'm supposed to goddamn take as on faith, right? I'm supposed to believe it in my fucking heart, right? In my brain, in my soul. I'm supposed to ignore every logical contrary observation, and I'm supposed to just accept it because he says so. Fuck you.
People are allowed to hold you responsible for your words and to quote you. And no, they're not obliged to accompany those words with a clip.
Yeah, and they're not obliged, you said, right? Yeah, well, that's not the point, is it? They're not obliged, right? They don't have a fucking right, you dumbass. Again, you can't get the words right. It's not about their obligation. It's about their fucking right. You can't even say the words. They don't have a right to do that. They don't have a right to take the term Holocaust denier and spread it this fucking thin. To take all the meaning out of the goddamn word. Now, Holocaust denier means somebody who does not advocate a position, does not make propaganda videos, does not make propaganda arguments, has no agenda against the Jews, right? So now that kind of person can be qualified as a Holocaust denier because they don't believe every fucking word that comes out of your scurvy, scummy fucking lips. Fuck you.
Your banal protestations of innocence about how you were so moved by the diary of Anne Frank. Gary, I have not called you a Holocaust denier, nor have I called you an anti-Semite.
Yeah, but you fucking commented on videos of people who do, alright? And that's the goddamn point. Why are you having a conversation with this fucking cunt who sits there and does call me a Holocaust denier? What are you doing commenting on his video? What are you doing subscribed to his fucking channel? There was only 34 losers subscribed to his channel when he posted that fucking video, and one of them was you. And like 4 of them were John Paul Fuckdoran. Okay, so don't tell me about your fucking integrity, you stupid scumbag.
Semite, I won't start now. But by your words, you lend support to every denier in the world. So fuck you.
Oh yeah, I lend support. I made that exact argument. They're going to make me the poster child. They're not going to win. Alright? Because there's integrity in my goddamn words. Alright? I asked questions. Mostly. That's mostly what I did. And I didn't do it in any malicious way. I didn't do it in any way as propaganda or to distort anybody else's truth or to do any of that fucking shit. I expressed an honest fucking opinion, which is my fucking right. You fucking cunt.
You motherfucking prick. You still don't get it, and you're still subscribed to this fucking cunt. So fuck you. Really. Professor, you're a fucking idiot. You shouldn't be a fucking professor because you're obviously too fucking ignorant to handle that kind of responsibility.
Gary, we become what we work to become, which is why you're a shack-squatting, pissant derelict in Minden.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, right. And we know if a few circumstances were different, I could run circles around you, you motherfucker.
Asshole.
And that's what you resent. You resent that this uncollege-educated person has tied you in fucking knots. And you had to resort to something as lame as Jones are to be the defender of your fucking bullshit rhetoric. You fucking goddamn you're such a pretentious, elitist, motherfucking, whatever, you gun nut. There, okay. So, enough of that shit. So, anyway, that was fun, right? Yeah. Anyway, so it's good to just get over with, because like I said, I was foolish enough, you know, to keep playing with this little petty human. Like I said, right from the start, he had every ambition to just take whatever little pieces he could take out of me. Knock Gary down a notch. Knock Gary down a notch. That's all that's going through his little weaselly brain. This is a little fucking gun nut, lunatic, small-minded, petty fucker. And good riddance, asshole. Hang out with S&F. You know, she's your intellectual equal. The butterfly whispering, racist motherfucker. She's your kind, Remy. Hang out with her. Alright. You know, now we got the broken mech video. Might as well just run it all together, right? Fuck. Who cares? I'll have to edit it then, so yeah, we're not going to edit. So we'll put this piece together. Oh, I forgot to do the comments. Anyway, yeah, I really probably shouldn't. Anyway, the feminist siding with Gary on the issue has got to be one of the funniest things in 2010. There's one feminist. What the fuck are you talking about? As far as I understand, Nuclear Knight is still subbed to the motherfucking cunt, so she's not even paying any attention, I don't think. But anyway, whatever. We're all cynical, duplicitous from time to time, but there comes a point when this behavior is so transparent and ridiculous that it is counterproductive. Yeah, well, I don't even know what that fucking means, asshole. But exactly how have I been duplicitous, you stupid shit. We're only backing him because they're only backing him because they absolutely hate the guy who is attacking in Mendham. Oh, please. I don't think they hate Broken Mech for no reason. On totally separate matters that everyone knows about. So it's just about what? Him being a mass murderer of lower sentient life, or less respected sentient life. You know, sentient life with more fur. How can they not know that everyone can see this? Yeah, well, maybe they just appreciate the fact that, yeah, people shouldn't have their content manipulated and distorted. Maybe that's the only thing they care about. Or maybe they think, well, yeah, Gary hasn't been trying to convince anybody regarding any facts regarding the Holocaust. He expressed his fucking opinion, and this asshole keeps bringing it up. No one's told him to bring it up. No, I've not made any videos he needs to respond to. But he's the one that keeps bringing it up. And then he claims that I brought it up when I mentioned the fact that he brought it up. I mean, it's just so fucking stupid. Why can't we be friends? Yeah, whatever, fuck you. Well, I liked it. As for Gary, I don't need no fucking evidence. See, exactly. He's a philosopher king. Don't worry. Well, whatever. Diana is ridiculous. Well, whatever. So, yeah, Bob. Oh, yeah, it's Bob. Bob Chaos. Great name. So, another moron. There's no such thing. Anyway, awesomely well said. Punish the extreme without too much drama. Let's see. Hypocrites hang with Gary because they're against one of the people they don't like to hang with. Whatever. I mean, these are all such great arguments in defense of stealing somebody's content and distorting the argument. Yeah, it's great arguments. And yeah, so you're all saying that Holocaust denier means are disagreeing about how many people died in a gas chamber. Okay, gotcha. Gary being Gary again. I'm surprised you still bother with him. Yeah, whatever. It's S&F. Look at that, the little old skanky cunt. Yeah, isn't that? Oh, look at that. Rem, best to you too. Look at that. Isn't that nice? He's seen her talk her racist rhetoric. He's seen her make her argument that the proof that black people are inferior is the fact that there's 2 million of them in jail. That's her proof. You see, they're in jail. That's proves they're inferior. Yeah, he's heard that rhetoric. He's heard that obnoxious cunt's arguments. And yeah, he's all friendly. So cool. Oh, and the very best to you during the season of, yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever. Who made this video on the holiday? Oh, that's right. The stupid weasel did. Shack squatting. Interesting. Derelict, piss ant asshole. Yeah, right. Well, again, I'll challenge you to argue any subject, and I'll argue you under the table. So that makes you kind of a lame professor. If the lame professor can't out-argue a shack-squatting, derelict pissant asshole, then he probably shouldn't have a fucking job, because he's probably a shitty professor. Probably the only way he gets a job being a professor is he's teaching something so obtuse and obscure and useless to the human race that nobody can make a judgment about how ignorant he is, because nobody on planet Earth could give a fuck about the subject. Alright, well anyway, this video goes down like short, smooth whiskey, sure. Not such a good thing in many or large doses, but short like this. Oh, this is just such tripe. Oh, practice with Gary Dolls. And then perhaps this is just me. Yeah, sure it is just you. Whatever you are. Get PMs. He doesn't even have a name. It's rational either. But yeah, we'll go block him for the fun of it. Probably already blocked. It seems like scum. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's scumbag. He looks like a scumbag. So, oh yeah, unblock user. There he is. He's just a little blocked loser. Another one of the little blocked loser whiners. Yeah. Oh, look at that. He has a StephBot video. He's in his favorites. Isn't that cute? Fucking idiot. Alright. Good enough. So on to Broken Mech and such. Hit the button. Really did.